How are you? My name is Michelle Moroz, and if you don't know who I am, it doesn't matter. I wanted to come on today because I was thinking I am a perpetually happy, joyful human, and people have accused me of being a little too happy and cheerful, and that's okay with me because it's a lot better to be happy and cheerful than being miserable all the time. I used to be that way, and I found a way to no longer dwell in my unhappiness and pull myself out. And then you think, what does this lady do? Well, I am going to shamelessly plug a friend of mine, Dr. Paul Scheele from Scheele Learning. And the reason why is we've got to admit, 2020 has been quite the roller coaster of a year, right? And some people are like, oh my goodness, my business is gone. I've lost loved ones. I've been sick. And there's just so much happening in one year. And what I want you all to realize and how I want to help you through this and why I'm plugging Paul Scheele is because I think using his mentorship has helped me through the most trying times of my life. I've gone through some serious things over the past 5 years, and I've come out stronger each time. And so through adversity, I've found more joy. I've learned to appreciate what I have. And thinking of December, and I was like, wow, I'm perpetually happy and I'm depressed. I mean, I'm feeling this anxiety of, oh my goodness, this is still going and why aren't we out of it? And I had to pull myself back and do, what are you doing? What do you do normally to stay in that happy mood, that joyful moment in your life? And it dawned on me. I listened to something called Paraliminals, and they were developed by Dr. Paul Scheele and his team, and really smart people. And they talk to your mind in beta mode. So when you're sleeping. Now, if you're watching and you joined me and you're like, what's Michelle up to today? Share this, because I think many people are going to need to know how to get themselves out of the blues. I mean, you think the blues are happening on a normal December. They're going to be magnified tenfold this year. So how do you get out of that? Well, I use something called Paraliminals, and I found them through my mentor, and this is his website, ScheeleLearning.com. SCHEELE learning.com. And what they're called are Paraliminals. And what I realized is I had made a compilation disc, a sleep disc of all the sleep pattern Paraliminals, and I put them together. And inside of them, I have things like healthy and speaking the win and magnetism. And I have holiday cheer in there. So I purposely went to it last night, to listen just to the holiday cheer part. And what I realized is it's been ingrained into my mind every night because I listen to this compilation Paraliminal every night. And what in the Paraliminal, it basically has you go into your mind. It's almost like a meditation, a guided meditation. So for those of you like, I don't do meditations, it's a guided meditation with Paul's voice, very soothing voice. He has an amazing voice, and he talks to you while you're sleeping. And what happens is he asked, what is the most joyful time in your life? What brings you joy? What moment comes into your head? Well, in my mind, my most joyful moment, it's very vivid. I am in Germany, laying in a field on a blanket, and my babies are with me. My children are older. They're in their 20s now. But at this point, they're like 20 months and 3 months. They're really, really 1 month old. They're babies. And we are playing with bubbles in this giant field. And it's so vivid. The grass is green, the blanket is bright and white, and my babies are next to me. And my older baby, she's blowing bubbles and she's giggling and she's wearing her Pippi Longstocking stockings and she's laughing as she's blowing bubbles. It's so vivid. I'm there. The sun is shining and I can smell my babies. I can smell the grass and I can smell them. And for those of you who have children, you know what I'm talking about. You can smell your children. You can smell this baby smell. And they're running around and, well, the baby one isn't running. She's just sitting there. He's sitting right there next to me. And she's running around blowing bubbles. And my older one runs into me and she tackles me onto the ground. and my arms are back and she's giggling and the baby's giggling and the sun is shining and I'm hearing birds chirping and babies giggling. My baby's giggling. That is the most joyful moment that comes to mind immediately. And what I found is whenever I'm feeling down, if you're around me much, if you've seen me in person and I'm standing around and then I suddenly get a smile on my face, it's that moment that comes into my mind. It's the most joyful time for me. It doesn't matter what happened in my life. I know that moment was so pure and so beautiful, and it will never come back again. So what I did is I took that memory and I encased it into my heart. And that's what I want you to learn to do. Practice. Think of the most beautiful memory. Now, my beautiful memory, I'm crying like a baby when I see it because I miss it so much. But it's a beautiful, happy memory. It's a joyful memory. So find a memory that just brings you pure joy, love, brings tears to your eyes. Think of that moment. Encapsulate how you felt, what you were hearing. See it. Do you see it as a big visual, like a movie screen? Do you see it in tunnel vision? Do you see one person or one particular object and everything else is blurred? What do you see? What do you feel? What do you smell? I smell grass, the baby powder on my babies, the sunshine, the birds. I mean, it's so clear. What is your happy memory? What's your joyful thought? Take that. And whenever you feel your energy decreasing or your mental clarity going away or you're panicking, you start to panic, pull on that memory, not just look at it, pull on the memory and put yourself visually back in it. There is no way you can stay miserable in your joyful moment. It may be only milliseconds, but just the memory of that joyful moment will bring you out and make you remember why life is so beautiful. When chaos is happening around us, we forget the joyful moments and we focus on the negativity or the downfalls or the failures. We focus on what's next to us. So it's very important for us to find and remember the joyful moments. Granted, you better have more than one, okay? You will have more than one. But find the one that brings you the most joy. Why do I say that? Because I'm telling you, everyone goes through issues. Everyone has problems. Being human means you're going to have down days, bad days, good days, days when you're worried about your family, days when you're worried about your friends. And, for like with me, I miss being in a crowd. I miss people. I miss that stage time. I miss traveling. So I'm getting into this mode of, holy smokes, what's going on here? Find your joyful moment and pull from it. So as I put down here, Scheele Learning, look up the Paraliminals. And I'm pretty sure he probably has some like holiday special or something where you can get 3 Paraliminals and get the 4th free or something like that. But I know Paraliminals have helped me a lot through many of my downtimes and keeps my mentality up because it's something I can do while I'm sleeping. It works in sleep mode. You don't have to be cognizant of anything you're doing with a Paraliminal. They guide you through the beginning to what to do and how to put your mind in a certain state before you go to sleep. And then the Paraliminal just works on you while you're sleeping. It is phenomenal. Now, I wanted to also let you know that December is a big transition moment for my business. Most of you know that I have my Denim and Pearls group, right? Oops, oop, oop, oop. Hello, Gerline. My Denim and Pearls group. Where is this one? See up there? Denim and Pearls, my podcast. But I also have MentalShift, my other podcast. So Denim and Pearls I do with Brian Swanson. And the other one, MentalShift, my podcast alone where I interview people, has been picked up to be a TV show out of the Philippines. And for those of you who miss my MentalShift podcast, it is now a TV show. So keep in mind, on Facebook, they're the new channel, TNC. You can find them on Facebook or on YouTube. It's youtube.com/C/TNC, the new channel now. That's where you'll be able to find my MentalShift show starting in January. And I hope you go over there and find me in January. I'll share it on my Facebook pages and my LinkedIn pages, the links to get everyone to remember where I am. But this is now an international show coming out of the Philippines. It is a TV show, and it's being live streamed through different media, through Facebook and Instagram. No, not Instagram, for Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. So please find me. And remember, I'm always looking for guests for my show. So if you've got something that you'd like to share on an international platform, feel free to reach out to me or go straight to my website, which is www.michellemoras.com, and go into my calendar and click MentalShift TV show. They'll ask you a few questions in there, and then you can schedule to come on to my show. But remember, this is an international audience. So you really, really want to be able to have a product or a service that people can reach you online. So if you say, I don't have a website, then don't do it, okay? Because we will send people to your website. So if you don't have a website, get one done and then get on my calendar. If you have a website, if you do have an international platform, please come out, reach out to my MentalShift calendar on my website, michellemoras.com. It says book Michelle and then go to MentalShift calendar. It'll be every Wednesday at 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time starting in January. So I'm really excited for this new venture. And I thank the team from the TNC for pulling me onto their platform. And I hope you find me on the new channel starting in January 2021. Now, to recap, remember, if you are having troubles through your holiday time, missing family, missing friends, missing the gathering, and just the anxiety of a new year with unknown things coming, remember, you have very beautiful, joyful moments. Pull on them. I want you to paint that picture as deeply and as vividly as you can. And then when you feel you need a pickup, drop yourself into that moment again so that you can bring that smile back and remember that things are worth living for and that it's not as bad as you think it is and that it was bad before, you've made it through before, and here you are again. It's a rinse, repeat. You've got this. And if you're watching and listening right now and you think, someone else I know needs to know about this, Scheele learning and Paraliminal stuff, share it with them. SheileLearning.com. Look for Paraliminals, and I promise you, it will help you with whatever anxiety or confidence levels you need, or to help with your mindset on money. And just so many different Paraliminals. He's got hundreds of them, and you can just pick and choose whatever you want and see how it works for you. You have to give it some time, give it a week, but it's beautiful. In order to wake up and know who you are and know where you're going and have this confidence and this drive to be the best version of you. On that note, thank you so much for joining me on my impromptu. I wanted to come on and share how I find my joy with you so that you can also find your joy. Thank you for joining me. Please like and share this with your friends. And if you really, really want to follow me easier, go to my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com, Michelle Moras, and subscribe there. I'd appreciate that. And then you can always find me. But definitely, TNC is coming. My show on TNC is coming in January, every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. It will be recorded, but I'd love for you to come on live because we can answer and see your questions and everything. It's beautiful. Can't wait for the new year. And I hope that you join me on my new platform, MentalShift on TNC. Until next time, have a wonderful day. And I hope you join us on join Brian and I on Friday at noon Mountain Standard Time on the Denim and Pearls podcast. This one. Denim and Pearls on YouTube and Facebook. Follow us there. Join us on Fridays at noon. We answer live questions. So please go there on Friday, put the alert on, go to Denim and Pearls so that you can ask questions and we answer. Have a wonderful week, everyone. And until the next time I jump on live here, have a wonderful, wonderful week. Be good, find your joyful time, and be the best version of you, unapologetically.